I was talking to my partner about how men, a lot of red-pilled men talk about how hard they have it because they have to approach women in public and ask for their phone number, even though people don't do that anymore. But men in general definitely say that. You know, it's intimidating to approach a woman in public and ask her out. So in my 20s, I said, why can't I do it? Why can't I approach men? What's wrong with that? Like, why is it all on them? There's a reason that women should not be approaching men. And I'm gonna tell you why. I probably approach 5 or 6 men. It's a good amount. I would give them my phone number. And, you know, I would make sure they wouldn't have like a ring on their finger, you know, they wouldn't be with anybody. It was usually some guy in like a coffee shop by himself. I think I approached one guy at like a park with his dog one time. Every single text message, the very first text I would receive from all of these guys, very first text was a variation of this. So what, are you some like big slut or something? Oh, you just couldn't resist this, could you? You cannot win. If you're a woman, you cannot win. They're gonna complain either way. It doesn't matter.
I swear, women give the worst advice ever. They'll do something a couple of times and then throw the whole process out of the window like it doesn't work. She's on here telling women, don't do it. Men hate it. You know how many men are married to a woman right now because she made the first move or said something to him first? So lady, please stop it. You approached 5 dudes and you didn't like their responses. Big deal. When I was in my 20s, I've approached 5 girls in 1 hour before and got rejected by all of them. It didn't stop me from doing it again. But not her. The whole system is broken. But let me try to help this young lady out because there are 2 reasons why she got the response she got from those dudes. Either it was number 1, when she was in her 20s, she dressed like a 304. She dressed slutty, she dressed trashy, she did something to make those dudes think that she was easy. Or she was talking to them in a way where they just thought it was gonna be easy, or she came across as a 304 or a jump off. Maybe she had a reputation for being easy in that town, I don't know. So that's how those men approach the situation. But honestly, I don't think it was number 1. I think it was number 2. She was doing the same thing all these women are doing right now. She approached a Chad, the best of the best. This guy was the captain of the football team, or he was the top earner at his law firm, and some average looking chick rolled up on him and he just looked at it as an easy lay. So when they finally text, that's how he approached it. Let's just get this over with because you can't seriously think I'm gonna make you my girlfriend or my wife. So let's just do what you came here to do. And let me tell you why I know it was a Chad or one of these guys who has a bunch of options. Because how many regular everyday Joes do you know talk to women like that right out the rip when it's a girl who likes them? Now again, if she was dressed like a slut, maybe so, but I'm saying if she was dressed normally and looked like a regular chick, do you think 5 regular guys would have responded to her like that? No, regular everyday guys are excited to get hit on. They're not gonna say something crazy like that to blow that opportunity. Chads do that. Chads get hit on all the time by women. Women buy them drinks. They do all types of stuff to these Chads. So Chads are just used to that. That's why they talk to women like that. So this is why I know it wasn't an average guy. So she went for the best, as women will say. She went out of her league and she got humbled. She didn't like it, never tried it again, blamed it on the process instead of the type of man she went for. And now she's online trying to get other women not to do it. Women, if you are listening to this video, please ignore this chick. There are plenty of relationships that have started with the girl approaching the man. So this is just a bitter, battered chick who's mad because she found out where she was at in the marketplace and she didn't like it. I'm just saying.
You know, a couple years ago, men used to always complain about $200 dates and stuff like that. It was just like a whole thing on the internet. And I just think it's funny because the tables have now turned because women just date their friends now. And so now when a guy tries to like use a date as like a carrot to dangle in your face, like, oh, I was gonna take you on a date, or we could have went here, or let's do this, it's really not exciting because we've got to the point where we've adapted and shifted, and it's not even fun to be around them. It's just like, why did I ever want to go with a man to do this anyways? Like, the ideal date for me is to go with my friends and maybe guy pays, you know, like just send me the money, or I guess you can come be a bodyguard and pay, but like, it's literally not fun to be on a date with him.
Oh no, please don't go out to dinner without us, ladies. Please let us pay $200 for your food. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of men are heartbroken over this little speech you just gave out. Lady, I need you to understand, we do not care. We don't care about nothing you talking about. You women can sit there and tell your version of the story all you want, but like they always say, there's 3 sides: your side, his side, and the truth. And I'm here to tell you, when it comes to the men's side, we do not care about anything you're talking about. You women want to take each other out to dinner? Great. It doesn't matter to us. A lot of these men just want to sleep with you. So So if these men can get around going out to these dinner dates and still get the draws like a lot of men are doing, men are not crying about not spending $200. The thing is, most men don't want to do those dates anyway. They're only doing it to make you guys happy. And see, the thing is, men understand that women like sex just as much as we do now. See, we're not confused on that. So y'all gonna give it up to somebody. So somebody gonna get it for free. It may not be me, but somebody gonna get it for free. And when you said you'd rather go out to dinner with your girlfriends because you have a better time, that's okay. Nobody's mad about that. There are men out there who would rather go out and hang out with their homeboys or just be by themselves. So you didn't say anything to hurt anybody's feelings. Men understand that. Women should have a better time together. They love gossiping. They love talking about nothing. A lot of men don't want to do that. So yeah, it makes sense. For whatever reason, you women got this thing in your mind that men really like doing that stuff. They really don't. Men do not care about that. If all of the fancy or luxury restaurants close down, the women are going to be the ones really hurt about it. I'm not saying men won't be hurt, but women will really be hurt about it. So trust me, you ain't saying nothing but a word. And here's the thing, the men who are going to throw that in your face about how they would take you out to dinner or $200 dinner, those men will be okay. Because if they have $200 or $300 to spend on dinner, all they need is $40 to be a winner. So trust me, they will be just fine. There's going to be a lot of women out there willing to do something strange for a piece of change. The thing is, you women can keep telling yourself whatever you want to tell yourself to make yourself feel better, but the fact is, men don't care about nothing you talking about, lady. I hate to bust your bubble, but they don't.
Unspoken rule you should know. If you meet a person and they have their wallpaper as themselves, run.
I find this video interesting because I am willing to bet 80 to 90% of women has a picture of themselves on their wallpaper. This is pretty normal for women, so are you telling us to run from all women? If that's the case, thanks for the heads up, I guess.
Let's talk about some of the rules that I have for the men in my life.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you are the man in your life.
I will not drive a man anywhere. If we're going somewhere together, he can come pick me up. If I have to drive myself there, then I'm just gonna go somewhere alone. I don't pay for anything for a man. I won't pay for dinner. I won't pay for movie tickets. I won't pay for gifts. I do not buy anything for a man. If I'm going to pay for my own dinner, I'm going to eat it alone. I would much rather eat my dinner by myself. The fact that I'm allowing him to be in my presence, if I go to dinner with a man, I expect for him to pay for my dinner for it.
Okay, this makes sense. If you go to dinner with a man, you expect him to pay for it. So that's why if you take yourself to dinner, you pay for it. Okay, makes sense.
I don't give men my phone number. I don't give men explanations. I don't give men straight answers. I don't answer most of men's questions. I require men to ask the question over and over and over again for me to identify whether or not they're actually serious about wanting to know the answer and to know more about why they want to know the answer. Sometimes men ask questions just as an ego validation to get you to answer them.
Wow, Caitlyn Jenner really got some high standards. Now, maybe to some of you men, this stuff isn't bad, but to me, this is ridiculous. I gotta ask you the same question multiple times to see if I'm worthy enough to get an answer, and all that other ridiculous stuff you said. All I can tell you is good luck with that. There's probably some guy out there to do it because, as I always say, there's enough simps walking around that somebody might sign up for this. Now, I'm not here to tell you not to ask for this stuff. Of course, you can have your preferences. I know men can't, but y'all can have your preferences. All I can tell you is I hope you're not expecting a lot from this because you just came online and said all of that stuff, and I'm pretty sure if there was a man who was interested in you when the video started, it probably kind of went out the window before the video ended. But good luck out there. Who knows? You may find Mr. Right by doing this. Worst case scenario is all you gotta do is take that wig and that makeup off and you'll be Mr. Right. So it works out for everybody. Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say. And don't forget to hit that hype button because it really helps me out with the algorithm and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.